Hey there, friendlies, how's up? Just a short video today. Something came to my attention pertaining to another YouTuber yesterday, and I kind of want to complain about it. But first, if you're new around here and you want to see some really good videos about bushcraft and bushcraft cooking and hiking and camping and the outdoor life and maybe some tool or woodworking related stuff, then please subscribe and hit that little bell. Okay, let's get on with the bitching. It's been raining, so a lot of this stuff is pretty wet. I found the driest burnables I can find. I'm gonna hope for the best. Okay. It certainly helps to have brought some dried stuff from the homestead. Man, on a rainy day, these mosquitoes can be something else. The dried stuff is just to get it started. Okay, that's nice and started. I'll give it a few minutes, then I'll put some bigger stuff on it. So yesterday I was watching a scrambled dough video for the first time in a long time, because he hadn't been around in a while. Thought nothing of it. I mean, a lot of YouTubers sort of take a little break and then come back, right? But it turns out that he'd been trolled so hard that he wasn't doing it, because he'd been trolled on the YouTubes. He lost his channel's Facebook page, he lost his personal Facebook page, and he was just like, need a break. And you know, I mean, I've been trolled as well. I mean, I got trolled very badly by a guy who didn't like the fact that I batoned with the cold steel Canadian belt knife when I was doing that knife review. I answered him a couple of times trying to be reasonable, and he just kept upping the ante until one of my buddies chimed in, and then I think he just erased the whole thing because it's all gone. But you know, I know what it's like to be trolled by someone who just has some dark stuff to say. And so I've had some thoughts about that ever since, and here's a concept. The wood is so wet. Sorry guys. Here's a concept. Why doesn't everyone just stop trolling each other? Like, those of you who, you know, reach out to touch someone in that kind of way, you don't understand how much work it is to put yourself up there, like Sgt Fruitcake and I and all kinds of other people do, you know? You don't get it because you probably don't have a channel. And the fact is, you know, it takes nothing to disrespect someone. You're sitting there behind your screen, behind your keyboard. You're the bravest person in the world, but you're not putting in the work. You don't get to complain about someone for nothing. You don't get to just reach out and you know, bully someone essentially if you don't at least create something. Not everyone watching YouTube is making videos, and that's fine. That's great, because you know, I don't think everyone has to be creating videos. Some of us like doing it, and there are people who don't want to do it, and that's fine. What bugs me is that when someone just bullies someone, just trolls somebody for nothing. I've been watching Sgt Fruitcake for years. He was one of the first guys that I really started watching. I don't watch everything he makes, and part of that is that he skews way more conservative than I am, or I'm comfortable with on certain issues, you know. But I'm not watching YouTube to see people who agree with me on everything. I don't see YouTube as an echo chamber of my own views. So if somebody skews more conservative than I do, but they still enjoy prepping and bushcraft, I can meet them halfway on the prepping and bushcraft. And that's just the way I approach things. When someone does something I'm not interested in, I don't click play. I don't watch it. I don't feel the need to watch something, get angry about it, and then type a bunch of splunge at someone. And I don't understand people who do. I don't get it. I mean, there's so much of that in the world. Why add to it? Just stop. Just stop. There's no reason for it. It's more effort than it's worth. It takes more energy to be pissed off than it does just to be happy. I know, because I'm pissed off pretty much all the time. I gotta get away from this fire, guys. Let's move. The vast majority of the people doing this are not monetized, aren't getting sponsorships, are not being paid to deal with other people's crap. But it's a lot of work to put a video out. You know, it's a lot of work to stand here and maybe do the take like 4 times because you buggered up your pronunciation of something, or you stumble over a certain phrase time and again, or you know, you just say something that you kind of regret saying and you don't want that to go out into the world. It's easy to forget that, you know, when you're just watching, say, video after video, or you watch 5 minutes of one and then scroll to the next one or whatever. And that's without even going to the bullying part, to the trolling part, to the chasing a guy like Sgt Fruitcake off of YouTube. Because if you get past all the stuff that I don't agree with him on, he's a guy I would want to have my back. And I would like to think that I would have his back. Because we do this. We're both YouTubers, okay? He doesn't need my help. He's got way more subs than I do. But the fact is we both do this thing. We both stand in front of a camera and hope to hell that the people out there like what we're doing. Because that's what we're doing, right? We're pleasing ourselves, but we're also trying to please the viewers. We're trying to do stuff that you guys are going to like and come back for, and then maybe start to talk to, you know, to subscribers and maybe form some friendships and stuff. That's what we're here for. We're not here to be ragged on by someone who doesn't like it. That in my case, that I batoned a knife with a rat tail tang. Even though I was clear that it's a review. I'm going to test it beyond where I think it needs to perform. Because I need to know that if I'm out in the woods someday and I've got a knife that you're not supposed to baton with, and I lose my axe and I lose my canoe, I need to know that that knife isn't going to give up on me when I need it. That's my rationale for batoning a rat tail knife in a product test. I don't tend to baton a lot out in the real world, though there are times when I will, when I'm doing like tinder or kindling or whatever, you know, making my little pencil-sized pieces. So I don't really know exactly what got Sgt Fruitcake trolled so hard, but it was on some things. Right now, YouTube seems to have erased, or I guess deleted is a better term, a lot of his videos. And he's had to go through loops to get any kind of Facebook presence back. I hope to hell that whoever started this feels good about themselves at night when they're lying there in their angry little headspace. That's about as polite as I can be about this. I think we're here to help each other. I don't think we're here to hurt each other. I hear geese. Anyways, look, that's all I wanted to say. It's just be nice to each other, guys. Come on. And it's funny because I know that the guys who are still watching this video are not the ones I have to talk to. I know you guys. Even the ones who rib me on occasion, I know you guys. You don't have to hear this. Which is the frustrating part about this. And I don't even know why I'm saying this. I mean, whatever. Okay. All right. That's all she wrote. Hilariously, the card ran out of space. So I've emptied some out and I'm back. I just want to say that's all she wrote. Thanks for hanging out with me on this little rant, if you're still here. And as I always say, if you like what I'm doing, then please get the conversation started down below. This time, just say something nice about somebody. If it's a YouTuber we all know, or those of you who speak to each other during the live streams, maybe compliment each other. I don't know. Say something nice, because I'm feeling really dismal about this YouTube thing right now. Aside from that, please share the video. That helps me more than you could possibly imagine. Aside from that, if you're not yet subscribed, I would love to see you hang out more. If you are subscribed, hit that little bell and leave me a smiley thumb. If you're not like what I'm doing, if you don't like what I'm doing, leave me a frowny thumb. Thanks for watching, guys.